Hello everybody, welcome to Fruits Basket Season 2, Episode 2, Anime Rare 2 View. It was clever, I promise. This episode focused on, primarily on Kyo and Toru and their anxieties and other things. And also we learn, well not learn, but Kyo's gonna get imprisoned until he dies basically. So that's not good. I don't think that's gonna happen. I want all the good ones that Toru's making friends with to be like, actually, we're gonna bail him out, and that because I think that'd be pretty cool. Way in the future. I hope they do something along those lines, because Kyo's all right. Kyo's the best. What am I talking about? All right, Kyo is the best. So anyway, let's get on with the episode and see how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. We open up in the classroom. It's business as usual. Uo kicks Kyo's chair because she's hungry, which seems a bit harsh on poor Kyo, but hey, you got to get some food in you, that's a reasonable thing. Kyo was just in the way, is the way I look at it. Anyway, basically, first part brings up the two things I guess this is about. It's about, there's a parent-teacher meeting coming up, which they don't mention too much about, but I imagine will be a thing in the future. And two is career form, basically. What are you going to do when you grow up? Grow up in a couple of years when you leave school. Basically, everyone had to do them. They're no fun. And 90% of the time you have no idea what to write on them, at least in the old England where I live. Most people in my class didn't have any idea. There were a few that were like, here's what I'm going to do, yada yada. But a lot of people were like, I don't know. And I was one of them I don't knows. So don't matter. You will do good. That's my great advice for the day. But anyway, yeah, then they have a picnic. They start talking about getting married. They point at Yuki and Kyo. It's like, you can marry one of them, Toru. And it's like, don't tease. Come on, don't do it. We know that's where this is going, but don't. Also, Uo has a guy she likes because it's basically male Toru. I can't think of I can't think of a thing. I was trying to think of a pun. Toruto. There. To is boy. Yeah, because Ko is girl. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, enough of that little bit. Yuki and Kyo both individually have like a little mental talk where they're like, what the future? What's it going to be like? For I imagine pretty different reasons. Kyo obviously is the cat and may or may not get imprisoned in a dark room until he dies. And Yuki, he's got sort of the opposite problem. So makes sense that they're both worried. Okay, then after that, Kyo and Toru get invited to Shisho, aka Kazuma's house. I almost forgot his name. Shisho is what he should be known. Still think it's weird they don't translate that subtitle, but whatever. I can call him Shisho then. Yeah, they get invited to his house to hang out, I guess. To talk, actually, not to hang out. To talk. But then they get there, his house is in the process. Well, no, he's cooking, but he's burnt it all because he was reading a book. I guess his nose doesn't work and he can't smell nothing. Whatever. So, Kyo saves the house from being burned down. It's like, right, we'll cook they cook curry, I think. They do cook curry. Toru's cooking, Kyo is helping out and stuff. Good stuff. And then she compliments his cooking and Kyo gets all embarrassed and stuff and kicks Thingy out of the room. Meanwhile, we meet... Nope, I've missed a step. There's someone either at the door or at the phone. I forget which. It was either a doorbell or just a phone ring. It's Kyo's dad. That's worrying. We'll get more of that in just a little bit because, oh boy, I don't like him. He's an evil man. Evil may be a bit harsh, but yeah, not good. We meet I guess he's like an assistant. It's a protege, some pupil, disciple, something like that. He uses a lot of words. His name is Kunimitsu, and he basically says to Toru, Kyo was scared of this little stain on this door frame, which, poor Kyo, he's all embarrassed. You never want parents or, older siblings or whatever telling your person you like any embarrassing baby stories like poor Kyo has to deal with right now, because it's embarrassing, I imagine. Who knows? Then Kyo was scared of the door frame, and then he gets very serious. He's like, will I ever overcome the fear I have inside me? His hand was dangerously close to Toru's hand. They were very close together, and I was like, this is a misunderstanding waiting to happen. But there was no misunderstanding. It was weird. And then there's no reaction to it. It's just like, alright, let's just go about our day now. because, you know, they've known each other for, a year now? They sort of know what the other's thinking. Or a little bit, you know what I mean. More on that later. Then we go to Kyo's dad and Kazuma having their little powwow, we'll call it. And Kyo's dad, it basically is like, Kazuma, after school, we're gonna stick him in the room. Can we count on you to help us? And Kazuma's like, no, I will never help you stick him in the room. Kyo is a growing boy. You aren't. He's changed for the better, and you haven't changed at all, despite how similar you are from the outset. So, yeah, Kyo's dad, not a fan. Kazuma is real Kyo's dad, forever. And then after that, Toru and Kyo are bantering about swimming for a bit. That was pretty funny. And then Kazuma shows up and is all fatherly, and he's petting Kyo on the head, and Kyo doesn't get nearly as embarrassed as I would think he would, considering, again, Toru is right there. But hey, I guess that whole incident at the end of last season, yeah, it was the end of last season, they're closer now, and that's, don't need to get all embarrassed, unless there's other people around, of course, like, well, we see that in just a little bit. Second part of the episode, we start with Momiji, who has decided on his career path, but he does say it might not be possible, but he's going to try it anyway, because that's what humans do, or Zodiac people, they do that too, I guess. Yuki also picks up Toru, and he's all apprehensive as well, and very similar things. Kyo makes some somen noodles, they're very good, and then they talk, him and Toru talk for a bit about why Kazuma cut his hair, which I believe, if I'm remembering right, it's like the new beginning it sort of symbolizes, I read somewhere a long time ago, so I might have got that wrong in like a Japanese culture. Don't know how right that is, but I read it a long time ago, so if it's wrong, blame whoever I read it from. But yeah, Kyo, they talk about what Kyo's going to do in the future. He's like, I might not be able to take over the dojo because I'm the cat, you know, and I'm going to get locked in a room. Although I don't know if he knows he's going to get locked in the room, but he knows something it's not going to go good for him, basically. He doesn't know if he's allowed a normal life, which I felt really sad when he said that. He was like, yeah, being the cat, I don't know if I'm allowed to enjoy myself the same way all you do. And I'm like, Kyo, you're just a man. Oh. It hurt a little bit. I was like, Kyo, I feel so bad for you right now. It was, oh. But yeah, Toru is also uneasy, but Kyo points it out, which makes Toru start crying. And she's like, please don't point it out when I'm trying to ignore it. And it's like, this whole scene was really weird, because Toru's like crying her eyes out, and Kyo just didn't really react. It was a bit weird. But hey, it was all sort of nice, because then it turned into her throwing, not a tantrum, but it was less of a serious cry and more of a, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean, though? It wasn't a, this is going to make you cry. It was more of a like, yeah, okay, it's Toru being Toru again. You know, that sort of thing. She says to him, hey, don't bottle things up either, and they hold hands for a bit, and it's nice. Then Shigure ruins the moment again. Can we get a counter for how many times Shigure has ruined the moment between some people? Because I reckon it's going to end up a lot by the end. He shows up and basically says, also Kyo gets all embarrassed, he like leaps away from her, he's like, I wasn't doing nothing, I'm still hard, alright? Shigure says, basically, yeah, looking at the future is important, but you also got to look about what you can do, like, right now. And then eventually, you know, you keep doing that, and you'll get to the future, and you would have done it all already. So it was a good metaphor. I liked it. It was again, good. Shigure has good advice, you know, when he's being sensible, Shigure has good advice. Also then, Toru invites Yuki to their Somen party, and they all have Somen, and it's business as usual, which is weird. We started with business as usual in the classroom, we end with business as usual in the house. They all have Somen. There's, you know, they're getting on but not getting on, if that makes any sense. They're like, yeah, we're best friends, but at the same time, I hate all of you. Except Toru. Everyone loves Toru. The others I'm talking about. And yeah, that was the end of the episode. Feel like we took a bit of a slow start to Season 2. I still think it's been good. You know, slow doesn't mean bad, necessarily. I know at some point they're going to, like, go to the beach or something. Yay, beach episode, because that's in, like, all the trailers. It seemed like that was going to be a big part of it, so I imagine we'll get that fairly soon. I don't know how soon. I've not read the manga, as I have said before. Speaking of, thank you to everyone, let's try that again. Thank you to everyone who commented last week telling me when how many seasons roughly it's going to be. Someone said 3 seasons. That about was what I expected. I was like, just watching it, I was like, this feels like a 3 season. So there's that. Thank you to the person that commented, and everyone else that commented as well. I always appreciate it, as I say. But yeah, I like this episode. Basically, they've all got the same problems, but different circumstances. They got the same worries, I should say. None of them know what they're going to do in the future, and I think that's fairly common of when you're a teenager. I know for a little while at least, I was worried. I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do after this, you know? I think that's something a lot of people go through, and even if they're Zodiac people, you know, they have the same worries too. It might not be exactly the same, but it's the same vein. Anyway, I've been rambling a lot. I enjoy Fruit Basket. Maybe no, there's no such thing as too much. Anyway, let's wrap this video up. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. It would help me out greatly. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care and bye, guys.